Hello and welcome to the Bright Futura podcast with your hosts, Mike Overall and
Joshua Higgins!
yeah, Josh is back.
Just peaked all of the levels.
Yeah, that's that. Oh no, I can see the levels. That's
all
really
of
loud,
the levels.
Josh. That's actually quite a feat, honestly.
Well, you know,
yesterday I went to Birmingham, and like a bad omen, fucking future telling omen. I saw like 12 rainbows. I'm not even kidding. And then here you are today. You've returned.
well, first of all, you little dickhead.
Mm-hmm.
I believe what you saw is one rainbow and then 11 reflections.
Oh, I see. No, yeah, but you know, I've been planning this joke since yesterday when I saw all those.
Have you?
Yeah, it's a good one. I'm proud of it. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty proud of it.
Why would I be proud of it? I ain't no surrogate mother for this joke you've
Jesus,
made.
Look at all those peaks. Ooh. We did a sound check before this. I do apologise if the audio's weird. We're doing a new setup. You gotta live with it.
Well,
maybe I'm just zoomed in more or less. I don't know.
Well,
we'll see.
Now we've peaked. The podcast's gonna go downhill from here.
We peaked a long time ago, Josh.
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. So you've been gone, Josh.
I've been gone. I've been in the netherealm, like you guys said last week. Just fighting those demons. Do you know, surprisingly cold.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, no central heating. Yeah. Fighting those demons. Just
were they inner demons, Josh?
No, it was.
Too real? Are we going too real there?
I'm not quite sure. But yeah, it was very much like Mortal Kombat's Outer World.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
I came out victorious, obviously.
Yeah.
I used my
wit,
my wit and my charm.
Oh.
Yeah, it wasn't very good.
No. Was it all just like against, I don't know, Noob Saibot or something?
Trademark character, but yes.
Was it all against?
Was it against the Shadow Man?
Nubbin Flybot. I don't know where that came from.
No, I don't think anyone does.
No. So what have you been doing, Josh?
So basically, I went home for a week.
Yes.
And chilled out there. Saw some friends.
And that's the end of that. Family. That's a good story. No. Continue.
Do you know, guys? Do you ever get that feeling when you sat around with friends where you're like, I hate every one of you here?
Yeah. No.
No, not at all. No. It's funny that. And yeah, so went home, hung out with family and friends, which was nice. I've not done it since I've moved up, which was about 3 months ago.
That's a while ago now, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's gone very fast indeed.
Yeah, close to the end of your uni year.
Yes, and then this week, because I'm a break the veil here, this episode is being recorded
the day of,
hours before it's meant to be uploaded.
It's already late.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh well. Surprise. So yeah, this week I went down to London to see more friends.
Yep.
And hung out there, did a bit of work whilst I was down there, which was nice. It was a refreshing change, I will say.
That is always nice to just mix up your environment a bit.
Yeah, and then on the Thursday? It's one of the two. It was one of the two. I went to Thorpe Park with some very dear friends of mine, Callum and Roland, and Riyadh, and we went on a press launch there. I was a +1.
A little bit jealous of this story, not gonna lie.
It was great.
But I had a mean cheesecake the other day, so who's the real winner here?
A mean cheesecake?
Mean as in like really good.
On that one that was just
it wasn't shouting abuse at me. It was a good cheesecake.
All right, okay.
So I win.
I didn't know this was a competition.
It is now.
Oh. You know. So yeah, that was very cool. It was for the launch of Darren Brown's new Ghost Train there. Ghost Train 2 or something like that. I don't know. Rise of the Demon it's called.
Yeah, that that name's way different to what you called it.
Ghost Train 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I named them like the Fast and the Furious films. Yeah.
Okay. So
Ghost
is it
Train,
like
Ghost Train 2.
is it supposed to be Ghost Train 2 as in TOO, but they've put a 2 in there?
No, it's
As in Ghost Train also, but it's got a no.
it's Ghost Train 2.
Okay. So you told me a bit about the experience before the podcast, but I still don't really know much about it. So do you want to go into sort of what it actually was?
So basically, this was a VR ghost train.
Okay.
So
Interesting.
Everyone that went in when we did, we all got a VR headset.
Which one was it? HTC Vive, whatever it is.
Yeah, I'm sure it was a HTC. Yeah, we all got one of those, and then see, I don't want to. And then we all went into the carriage of the train.
Okay, so there was a physical like.
There was a physical train carriage.
Okay.
There, and it was very cool.
Did it actually move? Or is that something you're not allowed to say?
Well, to be quite honest, I don't know.
You don't know? Okay.
Because obviously, whilst we was on the ride, you'd have the VR headset on.
Yeah. So you didn't... Did you feel any swaying or...
Oh, like they made it so that you could feel as if, you know, if you was on a train.
It's like those old, like, virtual reality, like, rides.
Yeah,
that are,
the
like,
4D ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those were a lot of fun.
Oh,
I went in one of those when I was really young with my brother and my mom, and they were both violently sick afterwards, and I was just like, I want to go again.
No way.
Yeah.
Good it was really good, though. It was really cool. The whole sort of idea of what was going on. I will say, it wasn't scary for me.
It wasn't scary.
But that's the first time that I have used VR. So I was more like...
Oh, you were focusing
on... I was like, wow, this is great. I mean, I was a little bit sad that when you look down...
Oh, there's no body?
There was no body put in or anything like that, which...
Takes you out of it.
I was a little bit disappointed at that, but it was really cool.
See, I know certain companies that do VR and stuff like that have started putting like the visual for a nose in, because we can see that at all times.
Oh yeah.
But because we're so used to it, we like our brains just ignore it. But because it's not there when you use VR, something feels wrong, and so now game designers and stuff have started putting in like a small like shape in the center so that you've got like a nose.
Yeah, it was cool. It was really... Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, it was... I'm trying to think what else I can say about it.
What was the feel they were trying to capture? Was it supposed to be a horror ride?
I think so.
You think it was? Okay.
I think it was supposed to be set slightly in the future.
Okay. Interesting.
But other than that, I don't really know. Like,
are you struggling to tell me things because you're technically not allowed to say them?
I mean, yeah, like technically, I'm not allowed to really talk about what happened.
When are you allowed to talk about them?
You can't
ever. Oh, is it not?
It's not. It's not an NDA. I didn't have to sign anything. It's just Darren Brown's like, please don't ruin the surprise for the people to go on it.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the first day it opened when we went, so it was like, I can't really say much about it at the minute.
Yeah.
It was just really cool. The whole set that they had made for the entire thing,
so
incredible.
Did they walk you through a sort of experience before you got on the
There
ride,
was a slight experience bit beforehand.
A kind of feel of what it was.
In fact, there is one bit that I can tell you about.
Okay.
At the very beginning, everyone is sent into a room.
Yeah.
And there's like a glass box, and then it's got furniture in.
Okay.
And then Darren Brown, as a hologram, walks around this room.
Oh, in the glass.
In the glass.
So they project through the glass.
I stood there and went, this is amazing.
Yeah.
This is the future. Like, it was great. It was just really cool how that bit had been done. And
I assume it really set up a sort of feel for the whole event, which is cool. I do enjoy
it kind of gave the, like, with VR, you know how VR is very much, oh, you can see the things there, but they're not actually there. It was that same feeling watching him, being like, oh shit, he's in front of us, but obviously he's not there.
He's not actually there. So in a way, it's kind of the reverse. I guess. It's similar. Interesting.
Yeah.
So
I will also say certain things were slightly different in the ride for different people.
Okay. So to get the entire experience, would you say you have to go several times?
Possibly.
You've really just thrown me curveballs here, and I'm trying to get this picture of the kind of thing that it was, and I got nothing.
I walked up to the carriage of the train and was like, oh my god, this is really nice. This is like an old-timey train. It looks really cool. And then went in and I went, oh, I didn't expect this at all.
Did it look really modern inside? Is that?
It might have looked very different inside.
Okay. Cool.
Actually, I don't really know what I'm allowed to say, what I should be saying and what I shouldn't be saying. So I apologize if this is very like, this is very much a YouTuber being like, oh my god, I'm doing a secret project.
Really cool thing.
Such a cool thing, but I can't tell you anything. I'm like, and I apologize for that. I know it's frustrating.
So,
but just go on it. Go to Thorpe Park and do it.
Oh, you recommend actually going?
Oh yeah, God, yeah.
For specifically this, or just as part of, like, if you're going anyway?
If you go into Thorpe Park, go on the ghost train because the ghost train's cool. Also, right, we went on the first day. I think Thorpe Park opened.
Yeah. For
British summertime.
Yeah. What we get of it.
Hey matey, it was warm.
It's been warm for the past few days.
It was 10:30 at night, and I was still in a t-shirt and shorts at Thorpe Park.
That's always nice.
I was like,
we had the fans on at my work the other day. That was great. That's good.
Yeah, Thorpe Park, really cool. Anyway,
yeah,
like, I've never
really been. Like Thorpe Park.
Well, I've never been. That was the first time I'd been, and now going when it's gonna be busy, I'm like, I don't want to do it.
You don't. I've been when it's busy.
Like this. This was insane. Like, I never waited for a ride.
That's good. That's rare. Very rare.
Like, maybe, 4 or 5 of us on the rides at a time.
So, what was your favourite ride?
The Swarm.
The Swarm.
The Swarm was so nice.
Which one's the Swarm?
The Swarm is the one that you have to go through a billboard and then round a billboard later on.
I don't think I've actually been on it.
Oh, it's great. I mean, I was singing I Saw the Signs every time we went around it. As we went through the billboards and whatnot. It was great.
And you questioned the rainbow omens.
Excuse me? I Saw the Signs is a great song to be singing on that ride.
Okay.
Such a great pun.
I'll agree with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the ride's meant to be a dystopian future where a swarm, I assume bees have taken over.
Hornets or something? Something crazy.
Something's taken over, and there's a flipped ambulance, all sorts. Like going up to the ride. You're like, damn, this whole like stage setting almost is really cool looking how they've done it all. And yeah, that was my favourite ride purely for the fact that the seats were the comfiest seats I've ever sat on a roller coaster.
Was there any sort of standout ride just for the ride itself? Like, which one did you think, wow, this was like exhilarating to be on?
I mean, oh my god, the Nemesis there.
Nemesis, yeah.
The Nemesis is really cool. Yeah. Like, I mean, to start with, it made me laugh because I was like, why are we being blasted through these like clouds of water. What's going on? Like, several times we went through a cloud of water. I'm like, what's going on? And it was at like a nice pace, so it wasn't too. I was like, this isn't the nemesis that I know of Alton
Yeah.
Towers. And then
God.
once the like nice bit had gone, it kind of goes ah, yeah, and just
Yeah.
and it was a really cool. Like, I mean, those chairs were actually quite comfortable as well, I must
Yeah.
say. That's how I rate my roller coasters. Whether I'm comfortable on the ride.
Alton Towers isn't too comfy on pretty much any of the rides.
I haven't been in a long time.
Rita, is it Rita Alton Towers?
Rita, fast
The
one.
fast one. Yeah, that's really uncomfortable. You're slamming against all the sides, and
I'm not surprised. You go to like.
it's horrendous.
I was going to say you get fired out of that thing.
The thing is, it's one of those rides where you're in essentially a chair and it's got a bar down, and that's
Is that it?
yeah, because it doesn't go upside down or anything. It's like
Oh, it's just a loop, like a track.
It's really fast though. But it's just so rickety and like.
See, that's the thing. I don't like rides that are like just fast for the sake of being fast.
Yeah.
If a ride's got like loops and turns and spit like
I used
spiral
to not be
bits.
able to do loops, but I can do loops now. The one thing that still gets me a bit like, ooh, is just spinning. Like, I gotta be honest, teacups.
I tell you what.
Teacups make me.
Do you remember at Pleasure Island?
Yeah.
There was a ride there that would swing like a pendulum, but then the bit at the bottom where everyone was sat would spin.
Yeah.
At a different pace to the. Oh my god! I got off that, and then couldn't do anything for an hour and a half.
It's the one that kind of sways like a pendulum, and then
it's sort of,
fucking horrendous, isn't it?
I mean, it's not there anymore. All the rides have been taken off.
Yeah, but it's shut down, hasn't it? The actual like amusement part bit of it, and I'm not surprised if you've seen the state of all the rides. They're all like really old and like rickety. And what's the big white one? Is that the boomerang?
Oh my god, I love the boomerang.
That thing is like real old though.
That was great though.
It was the best one there. I think it was definitely the best thing there because there's like what 3 rides.
There's not a lot. There was like a weird magic carpet Ferris one.
They've got that shit one that's at the entrance. That's like you get in the seat and it swings you round and.
Oh yeah, the swings.
Terrible.
Yeah, and then there's the Aladdin magic carpet one.
Yeah.
That oh my god, I hated that one.
Not a fan.
And then there was the Ripsaw. Is it Ripsaw? Is that what it's called? That might be the Alton Towers version of it.
That's Alton Towers.
But it was the bar with the seats, and then that was like on 2 arms, and that would spin round and whatnot.
Yeah. No, that one the Ripsaw's Alton Towers.
But yeah. Anyway, Thought Park. What else did we do? The Swarm. Nemesis. Oh, we did the Saw ride.
Oh, how was that?
That was cool. It's like I got off that feeling very uncomfortable because of ow.
You
trying
to break my stuff, Josh?
Yeah. Yeah, that one just. The ride was cool. How it was all done. There was a lot of it that was inside, which was very cool. It was just not comfortable.
Yeah. That's a problem with rides.
Like I know the idea is not. Comfort's not meant to be the first.
But when you've got like plastic pots digging into you and stuff like that, or like you're slamming against the sides of the ride, it's just like
yeah.
Or you've got someone. It's one of those like seat-based rides with a bar, and then the person next to you keeps like sliding across and hitting into you. I'm just
I obviously going on a roller coaster. I know I'm gonna get chucked about a bit because it's a roller coaster.
Yeah.
Like let's be real.
Obviously.
But Hellfire, I don't want to come off with like a case of concussion and a compressed spine.
Bruises everywhere.
It's just no, that's not what I want.
No.
But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Thought Park, London.
Seeing friends, family,
all of that jazz. It was great.
Yeah, it's fun.
Oh, and winning Mortal Kombat. That's what I did.
Oh yeah.
You know,
fighting people in
the usual. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty normal that. Well,
What about yourself?
work. Oh, shocker! I've been at work. Did you know?
Work.
Did you know I've been at work,
Oh.
Josh? Yeah. But other than that, I've been working on a logo for a friend from uni. Uh, she's an illustrator, and she's been trying to get me to do a logo for quite some time now, and I've never really had the time to get around to do it. But I've made that now, and it's got a tentacle in it. That's fun.
Ah.
It's interesting that. I'm gonna do a couple
Tentacle.
more.
That sounds like something Elle would want.
Yep, that's exactly.
Is that
who it's
exactly
for,
who it's
yeah.
for?
Now I'm gonna do a couple more and put them in brand guidelines and send like all three across,
Yeah.
and then let her decide. But I'll show you the one that I've already made, and I quite like it. It's very different to the sort of the clean stuff that I've been doing more recently. It's interesting, and a lot of it's inspired by the sort of like have you seen like patch style logos? So it's like a patch that you would iron onto like a leather jacket or whatever.
That's what I did for the majority of last year.
So this is the tentacle logo.
I like it.
Then you've got the there's a version with a green sort of like watermark style, so you can see color through the illustration.
Very cool. And I like the old schooly dot work for the tentacles.
Yeah, the sort of stippled look. And then there's the on black version.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a very sort of alternative, almost like band style logo. I quite like it. It's nice to do something different every so often. And Els is like a good friend who I've known for like ages now, and she's been pestering me to do this, so I finally managed to get around to doing one of the three that I'm gonna do.
Cool! Very cool indeed.
Other than that, you and I have been playing some bad games recently.
Yeah, when we say bad games,
they're not like AAA like mind-blowing games, but they're games that we enjoy.
Yeah, they're not letdowns like No Man's Sky.
Yeah, we're not going into them thinking, oh, this is going to change the industry.
Yeah.
No, we know what they are.
We're fully aware that they're a piece of shit.
Yeah, we're playing trash. We're okay with it.
Yeah, they've been really good.
Yeah, it's been fun. I have this thing where, well, like, when I was younger, I used to play a lot of MMORPGs. A lot of them. I just like the sort of community aspect and being able to have like your own story amongst these like thousands and thousands of other players. And surprisingly, we can get that out of these games we started playing, even though they're old games now.
Oh, super old.
Yeah. So one of them is DC Universe Online. We'll start with the one that's not so bad.
Yep.
So that one is, you know, that game's still going. They're still updating it, and they're still sort of I mean, it's on PS4 and everything. Like, you can just pick up a console and play it if you want.
Yeah.
But we've started new characters on that. I know that you leveled to max level on another character, but I was close on when I used to play it, because I played this a while ago. I was close to max level, and then I stopped playing. But it started up now when there's more powers and more sort of... I have more access to the other content because I've got a job.
Yes.
And I'm having fun. It's good.
I love it. You get like just the character creation bit itself. I always enjoy, because I'm just like, my character's going to have these powers. He's going to look like this.
For those that don't know, me and Josh are both big like comic book fans as well.
We're nerds.
Yeah, we are.
What's that from?
What?
Oh, that's a wasabi quote from Big Hero 6.
I see.
We can't fight him.
Oh,
we're nerds.
Yeah, you're right. That's a good movie. But yeah, we're big into comic books, so giving us like a game where we can create our own comic book characters outside of like us physically making our own comic book characters, it's fun.
And then beside Wonder Woman, Superman, Dr. Fate. all
Yeah.
of the great characters.
It's not an amazing game, but it's the game that we want.
Yeah,
So I'm completely fine
yeah.
with playing it. I'm having fun with it. I've made 3 characters, I think, because I wanted to mess around and see what I wanted. I made the first one, which was like a crystalline, like red guy, but I didn't. I wasn't too keen
You
on
weren't
him.
feeling him. You weren't feeling him.
Switched to my new character, Kid Chrono. It's, it's good.
That's a good name.
Yeah,
That's a good
he
name.
has power over like time and stuff, so it makes sense. And like the way that I went into it was designing it as if it was like a character that you would actually see in like a comic book. I tried to make it a bit more interesting than everything's black, everything's dark.
I thought you was trying to take a dig at me. Then I was like,
No,
here, sir.
No, everyone on the game tends to be like everything's dark and mysterious, like Batman.
Yeah.
You want to be Batman.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to be Batman. We know.
I mean,
I want to be Adam West Batman. All right.
Okay, Adam West Batman.
That was my Twitter bio for probably about 6 years.
Oh wow! Did you have many friends?
Oh, loads. They were each called Robin.
Right. Oh, right. Okay.
No. Yeah. I'm a big fan of the old bad Adam West Batman TV show. Anyway, yeah. So that's one thing we've been playing.
That's one of them.
Yeah, that's a game we've been playing.
And then the second
and that's the end of that segment.
And then the second one we've been playing, we picked up what is it, Digimon Masters Online or something ridiculous like that, and you just collect Digimon.
All the Digimon you want.
And I kid you, right? I have a problem with games where I just collect. Like
Same.
we're
very much the same there.
Not a problem as in I don't like it. A problem as in once I start playing, I don't stop.
Yeah.
I must collect them all.
We both have this issue where if a game has a good character creation, we're in, and then if it has lots of loot or like
loot. I tell you what, I was fuming last night actually. After I got off the game, off Discord with yourself, was playing it and whatnot, I got an egg for a Digimon called Kiwimon.
Oh yeah.
Failed.
Oh,
I was fuming. And then I got a devil Digi egg. Can't remember what it was from. No, I tell you what it was from. I was fighting Leomon by myself.
Oh yeah.
And I got
Did you get a Leomon?
No, it was Elecmon. You know, the little porcupine looking ones.
Was it a dark Elecmon? Or was it just...
No, just Elecmon. Got one of those. I was like, yes, this is great. Failed. Honestly,
gotta get some of those protections.
You can only get them in the cash shop.
I know.
I was like, guys, this is really not fair at all. Like, I have a wasp of a Digimon, and I'm like, I just want something else. Oh, and an owl.
I mean, the owl's pretty cool. If you get it past the stage you've got it now, it gets real cool.
Well.
So, for those that are confused, Digimon, based on the anime Digimon, Masters Online is a game where you are one of the Digidestined. There appears to be millions of them. By the way, this game, so active for such an old, like, janky game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there's so many players, and it's not a good game.
No, it's really not.
Everything feels clunky and old and mechanically, like, just complex for no reason.
It looks very difficult for the characters to move. They're like...
Very Japanese. Well. Like, there's bad translations, there's bad UI, there's well, not bad, confusing UI.
Oh, yeah.
Bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah. It's just, but we're having fun.
Yeah. We get to collect little monsters. I mean, it's Pokemon all over again.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I preferred Digimon to Pokemon.
Oh, you're one of those weird ones.
No, it's like season the first generation Digidestined, second and third were all really good for me.
I'll tell you what, I preferred Digimon as the cartoon.
Yeah.
But Pokemon the game.
Yeah, I agree. No, I agree. But did you ever play Digimon World 1? That game is amazing. I'm gonna show you a way to play that game. You can still play that game. It was out on PS1.
Oh.
It's an old game and it's brilliant. It's so good.
Do you remember Monster Rancher?
I still play Monster Rancher today. All those games are really good.
Yeah.
And you could actually physically put the CD in and scan it. And,
oh, no way!
Yeah, you could. It's brilliant. It's really good.
Guys, that's blown my mind that you could just put another CD in.
Yeah. When you go to the shrine to scan the discs, it says insert a disc. You could put a CD, a DVD, any kind of disc.
No way!
It didn't even
Sorry,
have to have
guys, I don't mean to shout, but
it could be a blank disc, and you could put it in, and it generates a monster for you.
Guys,
that was like mind blowing for me as a kid.
I mean, can you not tell? I've just been.
Yeah, it's really cool. That game for me was like one of my like childhood like games.
Damn. What was the one that you could scan the barcodes with the like hand
scanners?
That's the one.
That's more of a UK thing. I think the US have something different, but we had scanners. It was like
I never got one. I was really sad.
Oh, I had like 3.
Go for yourself.
I'm sorry. I don't know why
I had 3 of them. I could have
just been like, oh, I had one, and they were cool. No, I had 3.
I had 3 of them.
No, they were cool. And yeah, I'd just go around every time my mum went shopping and she'd be like, ah. Yeah, it was cool.
God damn you.
And then I'd be like, wait, think about this logically. Would all of these new things, they're not going to be very good. I looked around for the oldest barcodes I could find, just thinking, oh, this'll have something cool. It made no fucking difference.
No, I didn't think it would.
No difference whatsoever.
Can you imagine if it did, though?
Yeah.
You found like an old John West tuna tin at the back of a shelf, and you're just like, boop, and it gave you like godlike scanner monster.
Yeah.
You're just like, tuna's the way forward.
Tuna's the way forward.
Yep.
How did we get on the scanners?
Games. Yes.
Yeah, so we've been playing a lot of bad online games, and we're probably going to continue and not feel ashamed about it.
No.
I'm probably going to play Digimon later tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, so talking about Japanese games and Japanese anime, it's a new anime season, Josh.
It is.
There's
a new anime season has sprung.
Oh my god. It's
the spring anime season, guys, just to let you know.
Yeah. And there's 2 particular animes that sort of stand out at the minute. Not many others, I gotta be honest. Surprisingly, spring this year isn't looking to be the best season, which is really odd because spring's usually the one that's like, here's when all the cool stuff comes out. But the 2 notable things are Attack on Titan season 2 is back, and My Hero Academy is back now.
Or if you'd like I believe the Japanese for
Boku no Hero Academia.
Yeah.
And then Shingeki no
Kyoji.
Whatever.
It's something like that.
Man.
Attack on Titan.
Yeah. So there's 2 massive differences between these animes. One had a season last year, and one had one 3 years ago.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I really liked Attack on Titan season 1. But I'm done. It's been so long that I'm just... I've had 3 years of people jamming their cosplays down my throat, man.
Yeah, like... It's been... Yeah, for me, it has been far too long for a second season. Long,
which is a shame because it was good.
But then at the same time, I think of that weird, like Young Justice needs to come back, and that's been a long time. I suppose,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, it is coming back, though.
Well, yeah, no.
Oh, you know when that comes...
You're right. Oh.
When that comes back, I say we do a roundup of each episode as like a secondary podcast.
I say we do a live stream of us watching it.
I'm in. Let's do it. This will have to be a separate podcast completely, and I'm okay with that. Sorry, we're doing that thing that we always do.
Are we doing that thing where we talk about ideas on air?
Yeah. But if you are interested in comic books and Young Justice, there's got to be someone that listens that's into it.
I would have thought so.
Yeah.
Sophie, that doesn't include you. I know you're listening.
But where were you going with that?
Well, I know full well. She's got like, I like Young Justice and I'm listening. I'm like,
we know.
We
but yeah.
We see you, we appreciate you, but it's not you we wanted.
I mean, you can come along for the live stream though. You can be there. I don't know why I'm relaying messages to my girlfriend right now.
No, via podcast. That is the least effective way to talk to someone.
You know.
Same.
Yeah, I feel like we could do a podcast that's just about how tired we are.
What? Do we just relay back to each other we're really tired all the way through?
Like, this is why I'm tired, alright?
Right, I see.
And sometimes it'll be like physical things, and then other times it'll just be...
Physical things? Like what?
Like, I don't know, I had to walk, like... however far you had to walk today.
I enjoyed that though.
Yeah, but I mean, it does make you tired.
Well, yeah, no, but it's not like a bad tired.
Or it can be like, I'm mentally just like drained because of this bullshit I had to deal with today. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah, Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
It's been far too long for me, and I'm kind of checked out at this point. I've probably forgotten most of the plot points of the first season.
Very tall people were attacking a city.
That's what it was.
There you go.
There we go. No, and also, it's been that long that everything from the manga's essentially been spoiled for me anyway. I haven't read the manga, but I know a lot of the stuff that sort of happens now, and I don't like to go into anime with that. Anime is all about the twists and the surprises and stuff like that, especially Attack on Titan, when it's like, oh, who's the Titan, you know? Considering I've been told who 3 of them are.
Yeah, I'm just... Like, it was cool when I was watching it, and I'm like, yeah, it is a cool idea what the whole thing's about. It's like humans have been, like...
Walled off,
basically. They've had to wall themselves off from these titans, which are just, like...
Giants.
Giants that look like humans,
quite
but are like
ravenous, like
just rabid giants that are just very creepy looking.
Yeah.
So they've had to wall themselves off from those and survive, basically.
Yeah. And it all boils down to like sometimes surviving isn't enough, and that's what the whole idea of the show is. It's like, what's the point of living if you're just going to live like cattle for these giants? And it's a really cool concept, but, you know...
It's been too long.
Yeah, and I don't think it's justified that it has been as long as it has, because, I mean, I feel, anyway, the manga was far ahead enough that they could have made this entire season, because this entire season has probably already been spoiled for me at this point. I don't know why it took so long.
Was there a live-action Japanese film?
Yes.
Yeah, you want...
I don't understand why.
Me neither. But anyway,
moving.
Season 2's out. Season 2 started.
Yeah, episode 1 is out.
Check it out if you want to. If not, we have no qualms with you not watching it.
We get it. I'll probably at some point watch an episode and see if I feel like carrying it on. But right now, I don't feel like I'm missing out on too much. But moving on from that to an anime that I'm very happy is returning. My Hero Academy was my favourite anime from last year.
It wasn't my favourite anime,
but
it was. It's an incredible anime. Don't get me wrong, but at the time when I was watching it, I was also watching another anime called Little Witch.
Oh, that's back as well.
Which one?
Little Witch Academia?
No.
No? Oh,
No.
okay.
I think it was called Little Witch. It's to do with a witch, and it was just a slice of life, fun little thing, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay.
Which is what I was wanting at the time. I didn't want a shonen anime.
Yeah.
Which is what
thingy. My Hero Academia is a shonen anime, but I feel like it has better writing than shonen usually has.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
It's really well written, and I actually care about a lot of the characters. And a lot of the characters really interest me as well, because there's characters that we've only seen a glimpse of that we know are going to be bigger characters in the future. I saw the trailer for season 2, and it looks like it's focusing on more of the characters in the class. Like, you know the hot and cold guy? I don't remember his name. He's got half of him's like...
Katipari?
Is that his name? What? Wow. Josh, I'm impressed. Yeah, he's gonna be featured a bit more.
Oh, that was great, guys. That was one of my finer moments on this podcast.
I'm just in shock that anyone knows his name. Also,
no, that's not his name, you wazzock. Is it not? No. You said hot and cold, and I said Katipari.
Oh,
Katy Perry, you dickhead.
God, I hate you.
Oh.
That's awful. See, it sounded Japanese. You threw me off, man.
Oh, guys, my talents are wasted.
Well, see, I would have been more impressed if you got the actual name. But yeah, the guy that can do fire and ice or heat and cold powers, he's going to be in it more. Looking forward to seeing more of the frog girl. Forgot her name as well.
I don't know her name.
It starts with a K. And then obviously our main character, Deku or Midoriya.
That's the one.
Yeah, and then what's the other guy called with the gasoline sweat? He was really cool. It's a superhero anime for anyone that hasn't seen it before. It's essentially it's essentially what if being a superhero was a job. It's supposed to be set in the not too distant future where it's normal that people are born with something called a quirk, which is a superpower, and it's very rare that you have someone that isn't. Our main character starts off as someone that has no powers, and he's really sad about it. All he ever wanted to be was a hero, and he wanted to be a hero so he could actually help people, and because he looked up to a hero called All Might, who was
I nearly said One Punch.
One Punch. I mean, they're pretty similar. And he's the number one hero and all that stuff, and he eventually... I'm not going to spoil it, actually. Just go and watch season 1. It'll probably have you hooked. Pretty much straight away. It had me from the first episode, honestly.
It's a really good anime. It's very... there are episodes where you're like, damn.
I'm feeling things right now.
This is like blockbuster level.
Yeah. Oh, you feel things with this anime, and I like that. Like, it makes me happy when the main character succeeds, and there's a couple of moments that are like, close to crying there. There's obviously when he finds out that he's told that he will never have powers from a doctor, and you see this like young child kind of breaking down, and it's really, really sad. And his mother like throws her hands around him and hugs him, and it's like, I'm not crying, you're crying. Shut up, man.
You go like full Tracy Beaker, and I'm just like, no, these are allergies. I'm not crying. Yeah. God, they're just allergies. It's just really cool.
3 people will get that Tracy Beaker
Hey,
reference.
look, I'm here for the niche audience, okay?
Yeah, I can agree to that. Probably. Yeah. So I'm really happy that My Hero Academy is... Oh, Jesus. I'm having a stroke over here. I'm happy that My Hero Academy is back.
Yeah.
You can watch episode 0 of season 2, which is a recap of last season.
Oh, cool.
So you're ready to get straight back into it. And then episode 1 is also out already. And I believe it comes out on Sundays.
Yeah. So you can listen to this podcast and then go watch a new episode of Boku no Hero Academia.
I could be wrong, though. You should probably check. So,
what else are we talking about today, Mike?
with the topics being based very loosely around Japanese things, we're going to move on to
Yes.
the Death Note movie that's coming out. Netflix movie show?
Show.
Movie show?
Show, I
Netflix
think.
show. So there's been a bit of controversy, as there often is with things on the internet.
Yep.
So there's a new Death Note series that's coming out, and it's on Netflix exclusive, and it's a westernized version of Death Note, which is like a critically acclaimed anime. It's multi-award winning. It's
Can I give you my opinion on what this
Go for it.
will be like?
Go for it. If you say Dragon Ball Evolution, oh my god.
Trash.
Trash. You think it's going to be that?
Yeah.
See, I think if they followed the story of Death Note, called it something completely different, and didn't try to emulate any of
Note
the
of
characters,
Death?
if they called it like Ouchie Diary, you know? It's a diary. You hurt people with it.
Sir, try harder. Come on.
If they call it...
Bruise Clues.
God, no.
Yes.
If they called it...
It's alright, we can come back to it if you like.
Jaundice Journal. I don't know. You write someone's name, you get a bit jaundiced.
Fucking Jaundice Journal. Of all... Of all the...
Do you know how good it is to be in my mind at times? It's brilliant.
Oh, my God.
So, Jaundice Journal.
See, sometimes you grace us with, like, Ouchie Diary, and then we get actual national treasures, like Jaundice Journal.
Oh. Yeah, so, the controversy, fuck, I'm so tired. The controversy around this is, instead of having Japanese actors, or anything Japanese, to be quite honest, it's all westernized. So you've got
Isn't L black?
no, oh yes, L is, sorry, I thought you meant Light there. Yes, L is played by a black man, which
I mean, diversity, I'm all
yeah,
for,
diversity.
but it seems like the wrong
character for me anyway. There are other
Yeah.
characters that maybe it would have suited. I don't want to say suited because that's a bit odd, but L is a very Japanese like character. He's
Yeah.
very sort of like, I don't know. I just wouldn't have picked him. Is that weird to say? Maybe.
I don't know. It just seems. I don't know.
L is like a really weird character as well.
Is he what one would call an otaku? Is that quite?
Yeah, I'd say so. But he's also like, I would argue that L maybe has some like
Issues
with himself, and he doesn't get out much. He's like the kind of character that's like dark rings for days and like doesn't sleep, and yeah, I don't know. It's really weird.
Yeah.
I don't know how to feel about it. There's one casting that I think's spot on. Willem Dafoe as Ryuk is a good casting.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, out of any Western actor, I'd have probably picked him.
Is that because they have a very similar face?
Yeah, it's 100% that. Very much so.
Oh, especially when he smiles. I'm not gonna lie. Like William Dafoe is not a.
He shouldn't smile.
He shouldn't. He should
It's
just
just
no.
not natural, is it?
Just no.
The casting of Light, I am not a fan of. The guy that's playing Light is it Nat Wolff?
Bear with.
Hold on. Hold on. See, Josh is taking the piss and pretending to read minds, whereas I'm actually doing the sensible thing and looking it up. Okay, so
I don't know who you said.
Nat Wolf, Death Note, Netflix. So, yeah, it's Nat Wolf.
What's he look like?
In the John Green book movie. Go.
Fault in Our
Fault in Our
Stars.
Stars.
He was in that?
That's Nat Wolf.
Come here. Oh. How peculiar. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a person that I would cast as Light. Honestly,
I swear to God, if they give him a white wig, is it him with a white wig?
he has blonde hair. He's playing Light, so he's got a.
Who's got white hair? One of them had white hair, I feel.
The second L had white hair in the manga and the anime.
Oh.
Spoilers, but you know.
What? His hair is a spoiler?
The second L. That's the spoiler part.
Oh. Well. Damn, I've been spoiled.
Damn, have you seen all of
Oh, God, no.
It's actually really good.
Is it?
Yeah. Genuinely, no, it's really good. I had all the manga as well. Manga's actually a lot better. Never watched the English dub. No, never.
I don't watch dubs anyway.
Good. Because that one in particular is the worst. It's just really bad. There's a famous laugh from anime that is memed quite a lot, and it is Light from Death Note. It's the English version of his laugh, and it's just awful. It's really bad.
Is it the same as Jesse from Team Rocket's laugh? Because that laugh is amazing.
That laugh's great. Yeah,
that's my favourite laugh.
That's pretty
ever.
spot on. That's
good, wasn't it?
It's pretty good. That.
Yeah. I've practiced.
So it's a big controversy at the minute with Eastern stories.
Eastern titles being
whitewashed is the term that's been thrown around. Taking characters that are traditionally Japanese, or in some cases Chinese as well, Korean, and replacing them with, often middle-aged white people.
Yeah.
And I can see the anger in majority of the cases. There is one case that's been a controversy recently that I don't necessarily agree with, and that is Netflix's Iron Fist. Big controversy around that.
Yes.
A lot of people are sort of flipping out and saying that it's whitewashing, but my argument is that Danny Rand, the main character in Iron Fist, was never an Asian character in any form. He was always a white character that was taken and thrown into someone else's world, essentially, and sort of forced to survive. To the point where he punched a dragon, That's not a spoiler for the Netflix show. I can confirm, doesn't punch a dragon.
No dragons.
No dragon.
No dragons.
I haven't finished it yet, but I do like it, actually.
I thoroughly enjoyed myself watching that.
I don't agree with the critics, which actually,
I mean, right, I'm a stop the podcast right here. The critics gave season 3 of The Arrow a 90 scoring.
Oh yeah,
and that shit was
season 3 was Ra's al Ghul.
Ra's al Ghul,
awful, worst season.
They gave that 90% on IMDb, Rotten Tomatoes, whatever it was.
Start of it, pretty good. End was the worst television I've seen from the CW.
Like, just if you're going by critics, I would stop.
Yeah,
I would
agree.
just stop.
I gotta be honest, I'm done with number scores. I think they're just completely ridiculous, and they're not useful in any way.
No,
because
not at all.
People see a 7 or an 8 as a bad score these days, and that is insane to me. That's a really good score. if it's not a 9 or a 10, people view it as a bad score, and that makes me angry to the core. Um, but yeah, Iron Fist, always a white character, and I understand people's argument that it was an opportunity to have a main character who wasn't, a pretty white guy.
Pretty white guy. Have
But
you watched that show?
I mean,
Are you watching Iron Fist?
a lot of people on my newsfeed seem to find him very attractive, but that's not for me to judge. Let them like who they like. Um, but
I mean, I'll let them like who they like, but they are wrong.
but I do get that. I understand that. But for me, what I saw was a lot of people saying that they should base Iron Fist on Bruce Lee, and I feel like that's really sort of the opposite of what you want. If you're looking for a character to be of color or an Eastern based character, don't go for the most sort of generic.
No.
And he was so westernized anyway that like I feel that would almost borderline be racist, making the martial arts guy the one that's Asian. Surely,
yeah.
Like, is that not?
Yeah.
You're taking a character that's portrayed as white in every iteration that he's ever had, and being like, oh, but he does martial arts, so I'm gonna make him Chinese or Japanese or Korean, and I think that's borderline racist, honestly. So I disagree with the. Yeah, it's a weird thing to be outraged about.
He's not the right race for his cult. Well, he's been brought up in two different cultures because he was a child and he was in America and he was an incredibly rich, privileged child, and then the plane crashed, and he was then brought up in this. In an Asian culture, which was like a very humble Asian culture. It was a monastery. Yeah.
But for me, if he was, sort of from that culture in the first place, for me it would feel like that character wouldn't have any reason to progress and grow as a person because originally.
Why would he leave?
Yeah, it's. To me, that's an odd argument, and I know that's not something that many people would say that I should have an opinion on, because I am just a generic white guy.
You're a cis white guy.
I am a cis white guy, and it's very taboo for me to talk about things like this. But for me, I would surely it would be more offensive if they did suddenly turn this character into an Asian character. If you've got opinions on this,
let us know.
Leave a comment, because this isn't me trying to sway you into my way of thinking. This is an open discussion at this point, because I understand with Ghost in the Shell that came out yesterday and Death Note. I do understand with those, but with Iron Fist, I don't think that's as clear cut as people are trying to make it out to be.
No.
So yeah, if you want to get a little bit of say in this, feel free to leave a comment. Maybe don't do it in the review section on iTunes though, because that would be a bit. Don't know if that's the best place for that discussion.
Why not?
I don't know. I guess you could if you wanted to. There's nothing.
Don't be stifling their creativity, Mike.
Do it wherever you want.
Yeah, we are a creativity-based podcast.
That is true.
After all,
have your flair with this.
Yeah,
have fun. But yeah, what do you think? What's your take on this? I
agree with the fact that this character, in every iteration that we have seen him beforehand, has been a white American guy. And I think the idea of turning this character, because of the fact that he was exposed to an Asian culture,
he became a better person, really, from that.
I think the fact that people are wanting to change the race of the character because he interacted with a different culture than what he would be known for normally. Like, he is an American American person
from New York.
From New York,
like, very American.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit ridiculous, to be quite honest.
No, I have to say I agree. But what about say Death Note or Ghost in the Shell? How do you feel about those?
Those, because the reference material that they're using it's the manga, it's the anime, and all that, and those characters in that are seen as Asian, and the style that they're.
Ghost in the Shell is based in Tokyo.
Yeah,
100%. So is Death Note. In the manga and the anime, Death Note is.
Yeah.
But even in the movie Ghost in the Shell, that is based in Tokyo still. So it's weird. And then there was the whole controversy about them trying to CGI people to look more Asian.
Oh yeah, that was not right. Like,
yeah, if you want people to look Asian, hire Asian people, actors. And you know what? There's so many good ones. There are a lot of good sort of Eastern actors and actresses, and we see them all the time. We see people like Katrina Law on Arrow as Shadow. We see Rila Fukushima as Katana.
Oh my god, yeah, she was great.
We see even the drunken fist fighter in Iron Fist. He's brilliant.
Davos.
Yeah, little bit of an alternative thing with the whole Iron Fist problem. He actually went for the role of Iron Fist, and at the last minute he lost out to the current actor.
That is a travesty, because he is by far the better of the two.
Yeah, he has so much.
And I don't care who knows it.
He has a lot more charisma than the guy that plays Standing Round. I don't remember the actor's name.
No, I can't think who it is.
But yeah, there are a lot of really good actors and actresses that could be in those two movies that are sort of like Eastern. It's interesting. Again, yes. You're listening to two English white men talk about this. So if you want some input in this, just leave a comment and we'll have a discussion on this. I think it's something that is. I
am thoroughly intrigued as to what other people think, how they view what's going on. What has been going on, basically, because I don't think this is the first time.
No, this has been happening more and more, especially recently. And we've proven more recently that you can have people that aren't sort of white native English speaking actors.
Tom Cruise doesn't need to be in every film, guys. Yeah. Okay.
Like we've got like Rogue One, who like one of the main characters was Egyptian, I believe.
Something like that.
Iranian, might have been Iranian. Could have been Iranian. My bad. And then we've got what else came out recently? Hold on, I'm just gonna pause this for an end. I don't remember. It's gone. But there's been several sort of movies recently that haven't had Western actors or actresses as their main characters, and they've been good movies and they've done really well. So it's at this point it's just frustrating.
Yeah.
So I do get the frustration, just not with all shows. I don't agree with Iron Fist. That's my final stand on that.
Same. Yeah. I get that. Yeah.
Well,
anything else? Are we?
I think that's it for topics. We've been going for a while. We spoke for a while at the start about where you've been. NetherRealm.
Yeah.
So if you got a person to spotlight.
A spotlight. It's a spotlight. Yes, I do.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
That's good, because
Yes.
I'm slacking on that.
Mine's a bit of a... Well, I'd say it's a cheating one. It's not a cheating one at all. So basically, when was it? When was Mother's Day? Last week? Week before?
Last week.
Last week. So obviously I wasn't here for Mother's Day last week to do my spotlight. So this week I wanted to spotlight my mum.
Okay.
Because she is a very, very cool lady and has brought myself and my brother up single-handedly. And props to her for doing that because we were rambunctious children.
Yeah, I get that.
Rude.
No, I mean like.
Yeah, I get
also,
that. I see that.
I also had a single mother.
Yeah.
Growing up, that's what I meant.
Yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to spotlight my mum for Mother's Day.
Tell us a bit about your mum.
My mum, Christine Giles. She is a primary school teacher back home. She does the sport for the children there. She's also a triathlete who is competing for Great Britain this year in triathlon.
Wow. Okay.
No biggie. Honestly, she's an insane athlete, guys. Like full on.
Name drop much.
Yeah, guys, I know a GB athlete.
My mom.
But yeah, I just wanted to say thank you.
Yeah, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
You couldn't have gone on a bit longer so I could find someone to spotlight?
I mean, what else would you like me to say?
So, what do we usually talk about when we spotlight artists? What do we usually bring up? Their techniques,
So I can't go into her techniques of how she does triathlon. Otherwise, I'll give it away to the other athletes, won't I?
You got a point. That's
come on.
Okay, we'll avoid that.
But no, like, I mean, I said it before. She's an incredible athlete doing what she does, and from when she started to where she is now, I've never seen her happier with what she's doing ever.
That's good. That's
nice. And I feel very proud to say that this is my mother who has achieved so much,
Way to make me look bad, Josh.
So, Mike, your turn.
So, I've decided that I'm also going to cheat a little bit and spotlight my mom. No.
I'm spotlighting me. I deserve attention this week. No.
I'm going to spotlight a friend of mine who I mentioned earlier in the podcast, right at the start of the podcast. And I'm going to spotlight Swain. She's an illustrator that I met at uni and became good friends with. And her work is unlike anyone else's work that I really see at the minute.
Next level.
Yeah, it's just very different, and it's all sort of sci-fi and horror inspired, and it's wonderful. And recently, talking about Ghost in the Shell,
I was just about to say that as well.
She did an illustration of the geisha bot from Ghost in the Shell, and it is phenomenal. Like, this might be one of the best things I've seen her do. It is a beautiful, beautiful illustration. And she does everything by hand as well.
Yeah.
She doesn't do digital.
Yeah, I was going to say, she's very
traditional. And she does do print. I think she was talking about having a Patreon. I don't know if she has done one yet. No, I don't think she has yet. But she's very sort of sci-fi and comic book inspired in everything that she does. She does a lot of sort of paint work. So, like, is it gouache? I don't know how to say that word. I'm a
gouache
guy.
Yeah,
gouache. Yeah, and she does a lot of sort of like highlighting with like Tipex and stuff like that. And I don't know what to do when I pick up a brush. I think I picked up a brush once in like 10 years, and I'm just like, that'll do.
I can lay down a bit of flat colour, but in comparison to like Elle just blows everyone else out of the water. And
recently as well, she has been getting better and better. She's like genuinely a very good artist. She's a big fan of sort of H.R. Geiger stuff, so like alien xenomorphs and all sorts. And
do you know what I would love to see her do?
What?
Like old gods like Cthulhu, that sort of thing. Dune.
Yeah,
That'd be
June
incredible.
would be really cool.
Just real out there stuff.
Yeah,
and I mean,
I
does
agree.
she does do really out there stuff at the minute, but by hellfire.
Yeah, that would be really cool to see. Nice, nice little reference to June there. I didn't expect that this episode.
No.
No.
There's a YouTuber that I watch who's doing a Dune book club, and she's making Dune boxes where she does all the little bits inside it herself.
That's incredible.
I'll give you the link.
Yeah, if you want to follow Elle on any social media, so her Instagram is L_Swain, or you can search L Swain illustration, and you'll find her on all the social medias that matter. That's ELSWAIN illustration.
Also, if you wanted to drop my mother a line saying like, "You can do it in Germany," it is at Christine CHRISTINE Giles GILES on Twitter, and just be like, "We see you, we appreciate you, do your best."
Or you could also leave a comment on the YouTube video.
Oh yeah,
and Josh will make sure that she sees those as well.
Yes,
which would be very nice.
Yeah, it'd be cool.
Yeah. If you would like to follow us on social media, you can do that, you know. So my Twitter, Instagram, Facebook is all just at Mike O'Rourke. That's MikeEoraw. And Josh?
Well, for myself, Twitter is Joshua.
A pain in the ass.
That's very rude of you, Mike.
Sorry.
You don't see me insulting you, do you? No. Yes, it's Joshua on Twitter, and also on Instagram it is Joshua, because it's slightly longer. One of the way around. You'll see it in the description.
Always in the description, every single time. Yeah. If you'd like to follow the Bright Futura social media, you can follow everything at Bright Futura Podcast, apart from Twitter, which is B Futura Podcast. And we've had some reviews.
Have we?
Not this week though. You missed it last week. We read one out last week.
Oh, I think I did. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you would like to leave us a quick rate and review on iTunes, you know what? I'm going to explain how you do it for once, because it's actually quite difficult to get to the rate and review on podcasts. To do it, you don't go through the iTunes store like you would like songs or anything like that. You have to bring up your podcast app, okay?
Oh, what's up?
And then you go to search, yeah? And then you type in Bright Futura. I'm running through it right now. And then you have to click on the podcast icon, not one of the episodes. And then you have to click reviews. It's a pain in the ass. It's a nightmare to get to reviews on podcasts. But if you would like to do that, we do read them out on the podcast. And we would really appreciate it. It would help us grow and get seen by more people. And get more guests and stuff like that. We do have some in the pipeline. I've been saying it for a while, but they, you know, we do want to build up an audience and have discussions with you guys, and you know, have a bit of a back and forth. That's always fun.
Yes, and also the guest that I spoke to, I need to speak to again. I need to double check. Yeah. Because I would love to have other people on to share ideas and their thoughts on everything, because obviously I'm thoroughly enjoying what we have right now.
This is a lot of fun.
But I feel we need another voice in every now and then.
Get another one in, yeah. And you know, we always have fun doing this every single week, but we don't want people to get bored. We want to bring in
we don't want to stagnate, guys.
Unfortunately, me and Josh seem to agree on a lot of stuff. Whether, maybe not so much in like styles and stuff like that, but we bring up sort of like hot topics a lot of the time, and we tend to agree. Unfortunately,
yeah. I mean, I prefer blue banana, but you know, you can stick with your hot topic. It's fine.
Wow. Oh God, is that the time? I think that's...
Is this the end of the podcast?
Permanently, yeah.
Yes.
No, but that is the end of this episode. So yeah, if you would like to leave a comment on any of the topics that we've discussed, whether that's sort of the whole whitewashing situation, or you want to talk about the Alton Towers,
Thorpe Park.
Thorpe Park experience that Josh had, not a roller coaster crash or anything like that.
No, still got my limbs.
Yeah.
Oh, bye guys.
Yeah, that's all we have time for. You've been listening to the Bright Futura podcast with your hosts, Mike O'Rourke and
the worst human in the world, Josh Hinkins.
And we'll see you next week. Bye.